Science, exercise, nutrition, health, energy, passion. 1 year, no beer. This is the 1 year no beer podcast, where you will find all the latest tips, tricks, and hacks for a way to live better.
Welcome to another episode of the 1 year no beer podcast. My name is Rory Fairbairns.
And I'm Jennifer Fairbairns.
Oh, Andy, where are you? Andy? Nope, no Andy today.
He's in the woods.
He's in the woods. Sorry, Spartans are too tough for Andy. Oh no, he has done one.
He's done one.
He's done one. He has done. He's done
Spartan.
it. He is a Spartan.
A roux.
A roux. Everybody needs a roux. Oh, like what I did there. It is Spartan season. For those of you, we have had such an incredible weekend this weekend. So inspiring. 23 races this afternoon. In total, because there was people yesterday. We had people racing with us yesterday in the Beast. And then what you're going to hear today is a whole bunch of interviews with 1 year no beer members and a couple of the Spartan staff. We're going to talk about what it is to do a Spartan. We're going to talk about what the sense of achievement is. You're going to get a huge sense of that. And you're also going to hear more about what lives have been changed by 1 year no beer and the 1 year no beer program. It's just so awesome. So just want to say, massive thanks to all of my OYNB members who came to Spartan races. If you haven't come to a Spartan race, you're for any other reason, then come and join us. It is just so awesome. It's a great day. Even in that festival area, it's great hanging out and connecting with people. Anything you want to say?
It's been a great Spartan season. It is now over, and people are going into Spartan hibernation. But we're already looking forward to next season, and really hoping that more people will get involved than we had this year. This year we had a whole bunch of people getting involved.
Yeah. And
so we just hope that...
I think over 100 races in total, wasn't it? From 1 year no beer. So it's just fantastic.
Amazing.
I'm going to hand over to all the interviews now. Do bear in mind that we're in a festival. There's lots of background noise, but this is raw. This is ready. You're now going to hear from a whole bunch of incredible 1 year no beer members. All right, everyone, we have just finished the Spartan sprint. Woo! Oh my word! I'm a broken man after 3 this weekend.
Absolutely hardcore.
Absolutely. I'm here with Joel, and Joel. So Joel, tell us a bit of background. First of all, how did you get on in the sprint right now?
Very well. It's my second go, so I knew what was coming.
Yes.
And
you were powering on.
Well, the running is my forte. It's everything else that I struggle with. But no, today did really well. I just need to learn how to climb a rope.
Yeah. Okay. So practice on the rope climb.
Yeah.
But we had a couple of groups, probably split into 3 groups by the end. Mm-hmm. So there was lots. So you were right out the front, absolutely smashing it. So that's awesome. So tell us a bit of background. What was the script with you before you joined 1 year no beer?
Well, just social drinker really, and quite active. Always been a runner, but often would go weeks really without drinking, but then often have sessions on the weekends, and just not consistent. Never really consistent with my training. Always having a hangover or a bit of a fuzzy head over weekends, but not anymore.
Brilliant. So how many days are you now?
I'm about to 7-9, I think.
Wow. Woo!
Yeah.
That's amazing. What changed for you when you started doing this?
So much. My confidence in trying new things like this. I wouldn't have never signed up for something like this and felt really comfortable doing it. I've got into CrossFit.
Brilliant.
And actually doing things like swimming and cycling, and I did a triathlon sprint a few weeks ago, so just lots and lots of different things.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Love it. Awesome. What does the future hold for you?
Well, hopefully a longer triathlon.
Awesome.
And doing some more of these next year. Maybe doing all 3.
Get the trifecta.
Try to get the other pieces to this.
Awesome.
And continuing. I can't see a life now with alcohol in it.
Yeah.
I've done weddings, I've done big birthdays, I've done holidays, I've done funerals, and all of those things, whether good or bad, I've just managed to have so much fun or really deal with those sort of emotions a lot better without it.
Yeah.
I really don't miss it at all.
That's awesome. Well done, Joel. So good to see you. Thanks very much
Thank
for coming.
you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Sup everyone, so I'm here with Brian Farley, you absolute superhero, who ran it with us yesterday. Oh my God!
Wow.
So how was it yesterday?
Well, I mean, the weather, first of all. It was, I think that's what we're up against. It was my first Spartan Beast. I had no idea what to expect. You know, we ran the whole thing with a smile on our face, and it was fun. It's a hard challenge, but I had a fantastic day.
Yeah, it was.
It's great.
I was broken by the end. I
yeah.
swore I definitely wasn't going to do it. They just turned the music up even louder. I swore I wasn't going to do it again today, so managed to get myself out this morning.
Amazing, you got up and did it. I had a lie-in this morning and a big breakfast, so kudos to you for that one.
Okay, so tell me a little bit of background. Tell me who you are and what life was like before 1 year no beer.
Okay, so basically, my name's Brian. I'm 36 now, and for a long time I've just been a really heavy drinker. I was overweight, tired, I had anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and all these kind of stuff.
Yep.
And I've been looking to change my relationship with alcohol, give up alcohol, whatever, for a couple of years, but I had no idea how to do it. Didn't even know if it was possible, something I could do. And the last time I woke up on my friend's sofa, having big party, been sick on the floor, I knew I had to change, do something different about it. And thankfully, I found 1 year no beer online, messaged you, found out that you were doing the Spartan 3 months ago, signed up to that, kind of came down, did that, and chatted with you, and that's when it started my 1 year no beer. Yeah. And I not look back. I've loved this journey. I mean, in 3 months, 104 or 5 days, something now.
Boom!
Yeah. I've lost like 3 stone. I've got sharp. I'm doing boxing, running, HIIT training. But it became more than that. I think like my relationship, I thought the challenge was, to start with, it was about alcohol. And then it kind of became about my life, like how I was really keeping my head in the sand, not living to my potential. And you know what, it's taught me so much about being more compassionate to myself, to my friends, to being able to talk openly about my problems, and actually start thinking about what I want to do with my life. And it's amazing. And what you guys get us to do, really, to sign up to do a challenge. Mine was the Beast yesterday.
Yes.
Coming down, running with you guys.
Was it emotional?
It was emotional. It was really kind of like the culmination of everything I've put myself through the last few months. Yeah. Working my ass off, doing those times in the gym, the things that hurt. Yeah. And yesterday, I proved to myself that I was capable of so much more. I smashed out the monkey bars.
You were like the smiliest, happiest guy going around that course
because
yesterday.
I knew that, like, even
next to me.
Yeah, obviously next to you. But I knew that whatever happened, like, I was gonna finish it. And I knew that, like, 1 year no beers taught me about my mental attitude, that to be positive even through the hard times. And that was what it was about yesterday. I was like, yeah, it sucked. It was muddy. I was wading up to here at one point in mud. And I was like, what is going on? But my running felt great. I learned a lot, and I'm definitely going to be back next year for more Spartans. I'm going to train hard through the winter, work on my strength stuff, and get competitive.
I just committed on my personal Facebook to join the elites next year. Yes. I can't high-five you.
Yeah, that's incredible, man.
I'm holding too many things.
Yeah.
Yes,
wow.
I'm going to get into elite. I finished in 3:14, so
it was a solid time. I mean, you started after us. You were doing a catch-up. You caught up with us, and then overtook us. And I was like, this guy is an absolute hero. So you know, fair play to that.
Got to push ourselves. All right, so I'm here with Sara. How are you feeling?
Amazing. Amazing.
You just completed your first Spartan sprint.
Yes, I did.
Tell us about it.
elbows bloody, totally muddy. Oh my God, it was so much fun. It was the best thing I've done so far.
Really, that's so awesome.
It was really fun.
What sort of training did you do before this?
I didn't know that there were as many obstacles, so I just ran a lot. I know, I didn't really do much actually. I do HIIT classes a couple times a week, and other than that, I just was running, and I thought it was a race actually, so I was pretty surprised, but I think I did okay. The ones that I couldn't really do were the rope climb. Next time I'm going to be climbing some ropes, and the monkey bars and the rings. Yeah. So I'm taking the kids to the playground and I'm going to start doing rings. Yes, but I feel amazing. And also all the OYNBers were basically helping each other out, so it was so much fun.
It was a sea of black and yellow, wasn't it?
There was one really high wall, and I just couldn't get over it. And this guy was like, see, that's what not drinking beer for a year does to you. I was like, all right, I got it tagged on my back. But no, I recommend it to everyone. It is amazing.
That's so awesome.
Beep, beep.
Now, listen, tell us a bit of backstory. What was life like before 1 year no beer?
Okay, well, I don't know what was like. I don't even remember what life was like before 1 year no beer because it's become such a big part of my life. I did the mastermind and the 90 days back in March, and the mastermind was the most amazing thing that I've ever done in my life. Completely changed since doing that. I did it with Andy, and I'm still really close with my group, my mastermind group, and we just kind of encourage each other along. And I absolutely love the mastermind. So I'm sort of a Ruari. I'm a bit of a on and off moderator. Brilliant. So I'm not I haven't done the 365 yet, but I'm kind of thinking I might do it too, because maybe next year. I love the 90 days and I love the mastermind, and it's completely changed my relationship with alcohol and actually with life itself, because I would never have done this before.
That's amazing. So tell me about some of the things that changed for you by going alcohol free.
Let's see. I don't know. I had a renewed sense of fun and youth and life, and I had a really tragic experience back in January 2017, because I think a lot of people on OYNB know that I had twins and one passed away. So I had like postnatal depression. I was really depressed, and I wasn't like, I just felt really stuck in life. And then when I decided just to do a 90-day challenge. And then I heard about the mastermind, so I decided to do the mastermind, and that really just kick-started my a lot of my healing and getting out. And now I don't know, my life is completely different, really.
That's amazing.
And I work really hard at it. So the mastermind taught me about routine and meditating, exercise, eating healthy, goal setting to the now. Andy, I was listening, I was taking notes. So I don't know, and I have a whole book list of books that I've read that have really helped me. You know, that Andy does the book list, and it's been really good. So yeah, I think this is just the beginning really of my journey. So.
And what would you say to anyone thinking about doing 1 year no beer?
Definitely do it. It's amazing. I think the thing is, no matter where you are, like whatever you're doing, it's always just like sort of taking time out to look at things differently. And I think that's what it really did to me. It was like, not everything's on autopilot anymore. So if I go out, I don't automatically need to have a glass of wine, or, you know, sometimes I want a glass of wine, so I'll have a glass of wine. But most of the time, I actually just love waking up feeling amazing and not hungover. So I think, it's just doing something from a different perspective. So again, just do it.
All right, we're here with Kerri. How you doing, Kerri?
Very well, thank you.
That's awesome. Where have you travelled from?
Just from London.
Oh yeah, we had that conversation yesterday.
I was like,
but anyway. Jen said you flew in from somewhere. That's why I was like, you said flew in. Anyway, right, move on. So Kerri, you came and supported us yesterday.
I rented a car and I've stayed locally because it's easier, even though I'm living locally, but it's not that local.
Yeah. That's awesome. And yesterday was horrific, wasn't it?
I was wearing every layer that I bought, and I wish I had more layers.
So thanks so much for helping us out yesterday. Give us a bit of background. What's your story, and what was life like before 1 year no beer?
So I signed up for 1 year no beer 1st of October last year. Woke up with yet another hangover and said to myself yet again, how much longer am I going to keep on doing this for? And I had just recently seen the BBC advert, and I thought, yeah, this might actually work. So I signed up for 28 days and went for 42. And I had actually already mentally committed to doing 90 from the following February. And so I did that, February, January, March. And then I just had a few drinks here and there over June and July. But I had already signed up to volunteer here.
Yeah.
and I had a bit of an integrity moment. Drinking a glass of cider in my backyard, thinking, geez, how can I go and volunteer for 1 year no beer at the Spartan when I'm still having a few sneaky drinks? So today's day 99.
99!
99, yes.
That's almost triple digits tomorrow.
And tomorrow I fly to New York, so I'll be doing my first longish flight, alcohol free.
Yeah, you'll find that these air hostesses, well, air hosts, just to be inclusive, are very pushy when it comes to coming with, what booze do you want? What booze do you want? So be strong, ignore them. That's exciting. And so what's changed for you?
So why I have no problem flying tomorrow is that nothing will inspire me to take away the happy glow that I carry around inside of me now since being alcohol free.
Brilliant. I love that, the happy glow.
I don't sleep any better, but I've been a rubber sleeper all my life, but I am happy within me. I no longer hate myself, and just there's so many great things, and I'm not committing to never drinking again, but I'm certainly committing to the rest of this year, and if I can do 6 months, I can probably do another 6 months, and then we'll just see.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I love it.
That's exciting. Well, it sounds like sleep is a bit of a nemesis for you, so I would highly recommend focusing on that. And while we're on this podcast, just because I can't help but offer resources, Sleep Smarter book is a fantastic book. Try melatonin, get some melatonin tablets. I don't know if you've tried those, but I find that melatonin, I wake up slightly groggy for 10-15 minutes, but I definitely get a really good night's sleep. It's a naturally produced thing, melatonin, I don't know if you know that. But getting on top of your sleep, I think, may be the next key for you unlocking.
I'm getting the yellow lenses.
Cool.
So you wear around in the house, so you don't have all
blockers.
that. Yeah, that's
Brilliant.
the one.
So lots of things like that. So highly recommend really focusing on that sleep thing. But anyway, you're doing amazing. So that's what's exciting. And how does it feel being down here today at 1 year no beer?
It's great to be here, especially with the weather being much better than yesterday and the vibe. I'm loving meeting people who I've been seeing on the Facebook. So Carl was here earlier today. Yesterday a few people stopped by, and that was really good. So just getting to know the people face to face is brilliant, and that's the reason why I signed up, just to extend the network and the community of 1 year no beer.
Yeah, the community is pretty powerful.
Yeah, it's very special.
What does the future look like for you?
My Spartan future.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
So I have signed up for one. I am meant to be running today, but I have deferred to next year's Windsor. I don't know. So the future is just looking really good. I'm happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we've moved somewhere a bit quieter now because I think the podcasts are going to be tired of listening to all this background music. But here I am with Kurt. Kurt, what's your surname?
Budge.
Kurt. So, Kurt, how did you find that?
That was something else. So I guess I was pretty nervous about it before we got going, but it was great fun. Great to be part of the team.
Yeah, awesome. Sense of achievement from doing it?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, there's room for improvement. Should I choose to do it next time?
You were up with the leading group. You smashed it. Well
some
done.
way behind, but it was good to be. There were 2 or 3 of us helping each other out, so it was good.
That's what's so great about doing a Spartan is that you get that sense of helping other people and community and
exactly,
all that.
and even people that weren't 1 year no beer, they were helping me get over
friendly.
some of the obstacles.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the Spartan community. That's why we love our partnership with Spartan so much. Is that it's very, very similar, people supporting each other and doing it in a group. Anyway, so Kurt, tell us more about you. Tell us a bit of backstory.
So I did the 90-day challenge. I started just around the start of the World Cup, so I went through the summer, completed it successfully. I guess first for me were doing a birthday, doing a wedding anniversary, 22nd wedding anniversary, first time I've never had a drink.
Well done.
Pearl Jam concert, 2 alcohol-free holidays. So yeah, it was, I guess what I got most out of the whole experience was a feeling of connectedness.
Yeah.
Going AF and realizing to myself that it wasn't that challenging. Yeah. So yeah.
Brilliant, that's amazing. And what things changed for you by going by taking the challenge?
Well, I've been hitting the gym since the beginning of the year, but I was still drinking, so I was I started the challenge as a physical challenge to see what difference not drinking and going to the gym would make.
Amazing.
So the fitness came. I didn't have too much weight to lose in the first place, but the fitness improved. But generally the clarity of thinking and productivity throughout the summer, and being more connected with my family. I've got a 14-year-old and an 11-year-old. They recognised that there was some difference,
Brilliant. I love hearing that.
Temper got a bit longer, I wasn't
exactly.
so quick, fast to come out the box. More patience, so does help.
So yeah, it was all good.
No, I think without a doubt, I think changing your relationship with alcohol makes you a better parent.
Yeah.
You know, speaking from experience, and obviously now thousands of people, they all say the same thing. So, what words of encouragement would you like to say to anyone maybe listening to this or watching this and thinking, you know, I'm not sure it's for me? What do you think?
Oh, I think what I found so incredible was joining the Facebook group and immediately feeling that I was part of a tribe.
Yeah.
And I have to be honest, coming to the end of my challenge was tinged with sadness.
Yeah.
And so at the moment, now having finished the challenge, because I'm not signed up for 365 yet,
Right. Ooh.
I feel, you know, you feel a little bit in limbo land.
Yeah.
So I really love being part of the 1 Year No Beer community.
Yeah.
And definitely the tribe gets you through lots of tough moments.
It does.
And everybody comes with a different backstory.
Yeah.
But you know, it doesn't matter. People are just there for you. And so the Facebook group I just found tremendous. I feel a little bit like an outsider now, again, because I'm in limbo land.
Get yourself back
so yeah, so I've got to sign up at some point again.
Well, there's two things I can think of there. Whenever you're in limbo land, usually the subconscious decides for you. And so that's one way to think of it. And so we have to live with our lives of intention and say, you know, that's fine, I'm going for this. But, you know, 1 Year No Beer is not about never drinking again. It's not about not drinking. You know, I drink alcohol. And it's about changing a relationship.
Yeah.
And if that means coming in and doing a 90 and then seeing how you go for a bit and then maybe doing another 90, no, that's fantastic. But the one thing I will say is that only 35% of our members actually go into the Facebook group. And I think most people think, oh, Facebook's not for me, or social media's not for me, or they think, you know, online communities, no, that's not my thing. And I'm pretty sure you would counteract that, right? By
The Facebook group is amazing.
So powerful, isn't it?
You know, and putting names to faces here today.
Yeah. It's like
know,
your family, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's huge, and that was one of the most exciting things for me to come and join this party.
Yeah.
You know, it was seeing people that I've been communicating with, and you know, we all have our moments when people have ups and downs, and you know, guys are there for you. It's great. No, I would strongly advocate people joining Facebook to be part of this tribe.
Awesome. Now, the last thing is we've got a lot of 1 Year No Beer members, and I think a lot of them are afraid of doing a Spartan or a bit nervous of doing it. What words of encouragement would you say to people, even if they don't come down here and necessarily race and they just want to volunteer? What words of encouragement?
I think you've got to be reassured by the fact that people within the team are here to support you, get you around the course. Everybody will get around. It's not insurmountable. So yeah, it's people are here to help. That's what 1 Year No Beer is all about.
Yeah, it's a bit like having our own festival, isn't it? Because we have a lot of fun, and there's a lot of people here today. So
thank God we're not camping though.
Oh my God! Well, yesterday it was so cold. Anyway, thanks so much for coming on the podcast. We'll see you soon.
No problem.
Cool. Well, I'm here with a whole bunch of wonderful 1 Year No Beer ladies. We can go round. Sarah.
Sarah Tiffin. Sarah Cates. Michelle Mackey. Wife.
How did you get on?
Oh my God!
Oh, I can't believe I finished.
Look at the colour of that! Look at the colour of that! Oh.
And for everybody on the podcast, they're showing bruises and mud.
Yeah.
So how was it? What was the biggest surprise for you?
Okay, I'm really scared of heights, and there was a very, very big, scary kind of metal thing that was very high, and you had to get over the top. I'm only 5'2.5", and there were some 8-foot fences, so I had to have Jen like holding putting her hands so that I could put a foot in, and then on her shoulder and on her head, poor Jen, and then screaming at other Spartan people to get on the other side. And I was being a bit of a bossy boots to everyone, but I made it. I got round, and I couldn't have done it without my team. So thank you all so much. You're awesome.
That's so awesome. How did you get on?
Oh God, there were 3 of us went round. Me, Sarah, and Kate, other Sarah, and we put the monkey bars. We all pulled each other across, so we didn't have to get them to do the burpees, which was excellent. And the rope climb. How did anyone do the rope climb? It was so slippery. It's awesome.
Brutal. Michelle?
Burpees was my worst fear. So trying to get on through the obstacles was my main thing, which I did most of them. There was a couple where I didn't, where the burpees were a challenge, but I had some friends that helped, so it's good teamwork.
I couldn't have done it without some friends.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How many days alcohol free are you?
I am 1 year and about 2 weeks, and I don't drink alcohol anymore. Thank you to 1 Year No Beer.
That's awesome.
I know what you could have done. You could have walked across the log. I could have walked across the log. I'm a year and about a week. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
51 days.
51 days!
The best is yet to come, Michelle, and it's awesome.
It does feel good.
What are you doing to make today?
so amazing.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without the team.
Yeah, amazing. So, for anyone thinking about doing the Spartan with 1 year no beer, what's your recommendation?
Do it!
100% do it. 15 minutes before the start, I wasn't going to do it.
Don't think too much about it. Just turn up. Look at that. That's what you'll look like. Look at that. Just turn up and do it.
Yeah, amazing. Awesome. Well done, guys. Be really proud of yourselves.
These guys have done the trifecta this weekend. They're
So
amazing.
Yeah, we've hurt ourselves this weekend.
You should watch Rory walk.
43 kilometres.
Oh yeah, we should hold that to watch you
Is
walk.
it 43 kilometres?
Shall we hold that to watch you walk?
Yeah, let's watch you walk.
Let's watch you walk. Right,
Oh dear, it was painful. Anyway, you're all amazing.
So
Love
thank
you,
you,
loads.
1 year no beer.
Well, here we are in the car now with a 6-hour journey, 6 hours and 5 minutes, Google Maps says. It is currently 7:30 p.m. What a weekend it's been. What a weekend it's been. Jen.
Amazing weekend it's been.
Give me some insights.
Well, on a personal note, I'm very, very proud of I feel a huge sense of achievement doing the trifecta in one weekend, doing all 3 levels of races. So that for me, it felt huge. This morning it was a struggle. I felt sore and I just put mind over matter and dug deep and off I went. So yes, hugely. And then when it comes to watching our 1 year no beer members take up the sprint challenge this afternoon, just filled me with so much joy and pride, and I mean words can't just describe how amazing it was to watch these men and women just set off on this journey nervously, but they all smashed it and they had fun, they laughed, they cried. And we had a big huddle, everyone at the end, and it was just incredible. And that's the whole point with this, why we want to push people to do this. Anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it. And people who are scared of it shouldn't be, because when you do it your first time around, they give you this little red strap that says it's red, because that means that you're a rookie. That means that they will let you, people help you and stuff. So everyone was worried, but once they kicked off today, it was just incredible. And many of them surprised themselves today. I think most of them surprised themselves.
Oh,
today.
definitely.
But also some overcame some incredible, scary hurdles along the way, obstacles, I would say. But there came the conversation about this is where we apply the same thing of overcoming obstacles in life. When the tough gets going, you need to remember, you trust yourself and dig deep.
Well, that was definitely a lesson for me too, because when I got back in off that beast yesterday, unbelievably cold and very sore, and then later in the evening, by the time the morning came around, I was like, there is no way I'm doing the super. And Jen was like, no, come on, do it, and you were like, look, don't worry about it in the end. And then I was like, I'm thinking about doing it, and I got talking to a guy, and he was like, oh, he did this punishment thing, which is pretty much the beast we did yesterday, but they're carrying a plank of wood and they got to do burpees before everyone. Anyway, cut a long story short, he's very fit and he did it in 7 hours and 30 minutes. Other guys taking 9 hours. I mean, just insane, scary. But I was listening to him and he was saying, oh, when I went out last time I had ankles swollen twice the size, and I was like, Rory, what are you whinging about? I was like, you know what, you need to get out there and do it. And I'm so glad I did. And for me, I pushed through my own mental block, and this is something I was talking to Jen about how, I've got these mental blocks about, and my mind goes before my physical body does. And I think that goes for all of us. And that's why coming out and doing something like the Spartan is really, really impactful. I'm going to go strong and say, you come and do a Spartan with 1 year no beer and it will change your life. Because to get to the work that you're going to have to do to get there, to be ready for a Spartan, and then doing the Spartan, and the sense of achievement you have. But more importantly, as you heard from Kurt on the interview, it really deepened his sense of community. Come down if you don't feel ready, come down and volunteer, come down and help out. It's such a massive weekend. Anyway, we've heard from so many inspiring people in the day. Any final parting words from you?
Well, I want to go back on something you said there about the community, and I think what surprised some of our girls and guys running that were running with us was that you're not alone out there. Even though if you don't have one unit, I had to stop for a little girls bathroom break, but you know it also means bracking up my backen. But at the end of the day, my girls, they shot on and they continued and they pushed through and they did it themselves, and then they realized that they're not alone because there's other people there, other people that will help you. When you get scared, all of a sudden there's 5 or 6 people around you going, you can do this and let's help out. So there's a huge sense of community within Spartan. I think that's what I was hooked with. Really, first of all, because it's just amazing. You're not alone out there. There's a whole troop of yous out there that are ready to help and have good chats and whatnots.
Awesome, absolutely spot on. I love it. Well, look, guys, hopefully this has been a really inspiring podcast for you in both senses of the word. If you haven't signed up to 1 Year No Beer, I think you're getting more of an insight into what happens when you join us and join our community, so come and get stuck in. It's about so much more than changing a relationship with alcohol. It's about changing your life. And for those of you who are listening and haven't done a Spartan and have been thinking about a physical exercise or a physical challenge, then come and do a Spartan with us. You know, we will help you. We'll encourage you to do it. You've got all the winter now to train. And start getting off the couch, getting ready for a Spartan in the beginning of the year. Thanks so much for tuning into the 1 Year No Beer podcast. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the 1 Year No Beer podcast. For a full list of episodes and to join in the challenge yourself, head on over to oneyearnobeer.com. oneyearnobeer.com.